Welcome back to another session of Visibility CFO. My name is Andrew Stubbs. And remember, this is where we unpack real challenges our clients may be facing and share creative, actionable solutions we have used that turn confusion into clarity. Today, specifically, I want to talk to you guys about why analyzing your business using a segmented P&L is essential in today's business environment if you want to remain/become competitive in growing your profitability. Now, there's maybe some questions you've asked yourselves in the past. My revenue is up, we're growing top line, but I don't see my profits and more importantly, my cash flow reflecting this growth. What is happening inside my business? Now, if you're only looking at the bottom line of your overall company, you are only getting a small part of the story. The answer often lies in breaking your P&L down by segments. Let's talk about what segments are. They might be your products, your specific service lines, your events that are occurring in the business, or even geographical regions. This will depend on your business model. Now, let me show you why this matters. Let's take, for example, a therapy practice. As a therapist business owner, you may be offering in-clinic, in-home, in-school, or even virtual sessions. And you may offer different types of therapy or even additional add-on services such as speaking engagements, podcasting, you name it. Without segmentation, you can't really see which of these service types are profitable or which ones are just burning cash. You have to break them into their individual buckets to know this. Now, this isn't just helpful, it's critical for decision-making. And ironically, where this starts, this analysis, is in understanding how to allocate your costs to these different segmented revenue-generating activities. Now, we need to specifically understand what I call the 3 pairs of cost categories. After that, then we'll go into a 3-layer P&L. So let's talk about these pairs of cost categories. First, you have your direct versus indirect. Then you have your fixed versus variable, and then you have your one-time versus recurring costs. So when you look at recurring, you're really looking at the frequency. Is it monthly, quarterly, yearly? We'll want to take a look at that. Now, most people know these terms of costs, but combining them in the right way gives you real insight, especially as you're trying to understand the profitability of these different business segments. So here's how segmentation works. In a nutshell, we break it down to what I called earlier, a 3-layer P&L or a profit loss. First, you have your revenue and the income from the specific service segment or product segment, event, or region. And you can even take a look at key people in your organization or specific customers and see the profitability of them specifically. Then you subtract out the 2 first pair combinations of direct and variable. These costs scale with delivery. For example, therapist hours or the materials that they use, their payroll expenses. This gives you what's called your contribution margin. You've probably heard this term. It's essentially your break-even insight. Below a certain volume, you're losing money. But on the flip side, once you cross a certain threshold, the upside can be very rewarding. And knowing this is very key. Next, you subtract out your fixed, but still your direct costs. Costs that don't change with scale, but only exist if the event or service takes place. For example, like your venue, your licenses, this gives you what we call your segment profitability. Now, optionally, you can go even further to the 3rd layer, which is subtracting indirect costs, overhead like rent or admin, not tied to a specific event, but still impacts your bottom line. It's essentially what keeps the doors open of your business, so it's still very essential. Now, when you do this, you'll discover which segments to double down on, improve, or cut entirely, depending on whether it's like a loss leader or some other purpose that it may be serving. It's often mind-blowing to see how different a service line or event's profitability is from a client's expectations, and incredible to see how much decision-making power this knowledge gives you. This exercise can be done across whatever industry, or be done across clients or employees, or whatever drives your income, depending on your specific business. Now, if you're serious about growing your margins, you have to just stop looking at your business as one big block. Segmenting your P&L is super crucial. If you're not currently able to view your business through these different lenses that we've been talking about, it's really time to change that. Let us help you create segmented P&Ls so you can see exactly where to focus, where to cut, and where to go. Like we always say, click the link below to book a consultation with our team. We'll help you stop guessing, and we'll help you start seeing clearly where your business is and how to segment your P&L so you can understand the profitability that exists in these different areas of your business. And remember, we're not just strategic CFOs, we're strategic tax planning CFOs. So we're keeping an eye on minimizing your tax liability along the way. Thank you. We'll talk again.